Lots of stray pieces of news have been floating around. We're going to wrap that all into one video here, and we're going to talk about all of this because I think that a lot of this is very interesting and open-ended for some of these things to come here. So, Masters of the Spiritual Arts. This got announced today, and I'm very excited for this card. And I still don't think we're going to get this structure deck printed in the U.S. I have a feeling they're going to break this down, but we'll see. Quick play spell card. So you can discard one card, take two cards with different names from your deck that meet at least one of the criteria listed below, add one to your hand, and set the other to your field. Okay? Very important here. So, Charmer monster, familiar possess monster, or possessed spells and traps. Okay, so there's a lot to take away from this because the card does say add one to your hand and set the other. This does give you the ability to set a monster from your deck during your opponent's turn. This also gives you access to tutor for a familiar possessed as a rota from your deck, and it does allow you to tutor for any familiar possessed spell and trap card in your arsenal, giving you access to do a couple of things on either end. As a quick play spell card, this is phenomenal. One of the things I was worried about was they weren't going to give us necessarily the ability to tutor for the flip effect monsters in a good way, but they've done so here, and very brilliantly, one of the best possible fashions here. Now, this also does tutor for if you need to, I believe the draw card, Unfamiliar Possessed, also is something that you could tutor for on turn one. Literally, this is everything that we wanted for this deck. So, yes, I'm very happy for this. This definitely brings the deck home, and definitely puts us at the tier 3 category. I definitely think, without a doubt in my mind, that we can put this deck in the tier 3 category, and we can have a little bit of fun with this and say, hee hee ha ha, you know they did it. If this is any piece of what we're going to get here with ice barriers or anything else in the near future as a stepping stone, I would really like to see better things in the long run, but support cards for something like Familiar Possessed is always a good thing for based waifu area. Alright, next up. I guess we'll talk about this for a second here. This should serve as no brilliant purpose to you whatsoever, but here you go. Nice little, very, very small preview of a playmat. These are all the names of the people that beat me on stream, by the way. All kind of captured into a very, 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 very small square for now. Yay, previews. Alright, so I don't know how many people caught this, by the way, but evidently this is coming out in the future here. Alright, this kind of snuck by everybody here on a YouTube video, and we are getting Danger Jackalope in the Battles of Legends set. Alright, so this shouldn't shock anybody. I do think that this is very interesting for a choice of a reprint. Battles of Legend as a whole, by the way, I just want to point this out. We have the Fossil archetype coming, which could be as bad as the Beehive archetype that we had ages ago. I do think that there's a lot of potential to be had in the set, though, because if we're getting the Numeron stuff in there, you can bet your butt that there's going to be a lot of expensive value kind of combating and growing in this set. And I cannot stress this enough when we make this video and we talk about these things. The Numeron engine is insanity. Alright, you will be surprised when you see coming out of left field a Zexal for a negate, or you end your turn and you literally end on one monster because you bricked. Then all of a sudden you're getting OTK'd out of left field by these two huge, or these four huge monsters, and then they can just Zexal you if they don't manage to kill you. Getting OTK'd by this deck is the scariest thing in the world, and if you said anything, say you said a monster with 2100 defense or something, you're dead. Like, the Zexal, it's unfortunate that the Numeron engine is that cancerous, but that's the stage that we live in right now. So, Battles of Legend if we're getting that in the set, oh, it's such a hard carry for the set. It's going to be such insane value. Oh, hello. Look, it's Speed Duel. Discount Speed Duel. It's Rush Duel. Requirement: activate by sending up to 2 face-up Beast Warrior monsters on your field, except this card, to the graveyard. Effect: choose a number of defense position monsters on your opponent's field up to the number of monsters in the graveyard for this requirement, and destroy them. I just want to ask this question and be like, doesn't make sense to me, but Rush Duel has some of the coolest art out there, by the way. I just want to point that out. Alright. We'll talk about that in a second. Look at this, by the way. Look at this art. 1 length Lamoon. Nice. Cannon the Sword Mistress also gets the Gangoro Sword Mistress. I don't know how I feel about this. Somehow we have an entire deck based on female characters and the crazy things that they've done genuinely over the years. Oh, yes, Rex Raptor is coming to the game, by the way, for merchandise. I hope you're all ready for that hot commodity, because let me tell you what, it's coming. I do want to talk about the reprints and the Charmer structure deck. These two, okay, so this is going to be the first one I want to point out here. Okay, so notice Evenly matches here in the structure deck. Evenly has 2-3 printings at this point in the TCG. I don't think they're going to capitalize on this in the Charmer structure deck. This is one of the things we were talking about the other day. Is the Charmer structure deck actually going to come out? Are we actually going to get a common reprint in the deck? And, okay, let alone Evenly, let alone Dark Ruler No More getting a reprint in this deck, alright? Do people not realize these are 2 very powerful cards? I don't even care about Charmer support, alright? Like, if you are a standard meta player, you know, coming up on a budget, you're going to look at the Charmer cards, you're going to throw them away. Like, there's no point for this. You're going to go out and spend your $10 just so you can get your Dark Ruler No More and your Evenly Matched, alright? Those 2 cards alone sell the structure deck. So, I'll be honest with you, I don't really think they're going to put both of them in here, because that doesn't make sense to me. But we'll have to wait and see, because that's a lot of value locked behind the door here if we are getting this in the TCG respectively. Alright, so give or take, but that's some pretty big insanity right there, that you get both the Evenly and the Dark Ruler No More. Like, also, it was like, oh, warning, but like, we're 35 reprints deep into that at this stage. Last thing I want to go back to is a previous point here, and I mentioned this before. The new OCG tournament pack, they did announce crucial key reprints. Alright? You guys do know that we're getting the new Raid Raptor support. You guys also happen to have noticed a couple stray things in here. You guys happen to know that Zodiac Chakanine is in here, which means possibility for new Zodiac support. I also Stracy 100 Eyes in here and Infernity Patriarch. Alright, once again, the warning sign, the light is going wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. We might be seeing key reprints as a signal to future support. Phantom Rage is a dark themed set the way it looks right now, so I would not be surprised. Maybe Dark Zodiac monster coming in the set. You know, Infernity cards being available right now. And even I even saw Light Barrier over here. Now, is it a far outreach here? Is it reaching to see Light Barrier here and go, are we really going to get more Arcana? Arcana? Yeah. Is it really that outlandish to go, are we really going to see more of this support? I don't know. But, like I said, staying educated, keeping guys up to date with the patterns here and things, and going, well, the sirens are going wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Maybe we should check into this and stay educated on this. So, things worth being aware of what's going on this side of the game. So, don't be surprised if you see Zodiac and Infernity support coming out here. So, guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, guys, I'm out.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well,
I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.